Welcome to the podcast, you filthy animals. And by filthy animals, I mean beautiful people, particularly from Adelaide, because we're on the world stage and we were on the weekend. Jodes, you were at the Live Golf and you're on the 12th.
I was on the watering hole getting absolutely disgusted that I was like, oh my God, people are throwing cans onto the course. They can't do that, not realising that it was a thing.
You go, what are you doing? Stop that. It's not good for the turf and it's not a good reflection of who we are as a society. And also, I think you got outvoted too.
And also, what a waste of alcohol.
Yeah. The stories that we heard of people, Tom Rehn in particular, just got himself a couple of fresh beers, hole in one. Okay, beers everywhere. Back to the bar. Nice little version of Ask Us Anything we played as well, where we really break down the barriers and just reveal a few truths.
Yeah, stuff like, what was the last text message that you sent? Yeah, I just wrote, Jesus, you're a piece of shit, Andrew.
Yeah, and I was like, thank you. I just wanted to see how you were. All the best. I'll catch up with you on Monday. And then you wrote, don't ever text me again unless you need to. And then I wrote, who's this? I tried to sort of flip the script. And then you wrote, I know, you know exactly who it is. Yeah. Stop texting me or I'll call the police.
Except you didn't write who's this, you wrote who dis.
Who dis? New phone. Who dis? We also played You Schnitting Me. 2 stories, one truth, one lie. Would you believe my story about getting locked up in Mexico? Your story is probably a little bit more believable.
Yeah, just jumped on the old Shani's shoulders. My girlfriend, who's a 6 foot, just ball of muscle, hoisted me up in the mosh pit there at Fisher.
Yeah, going off, weren't you? Get it, girls. All right.
Yeah.
Enjoy the podcast.
All right.
Don't do what Fisher does. Goodbye. Yep. 2 stories, one truth, one lie. If you can correctly identify who is full of schnit, $100 Schnit House voucher, it's all yours.
Yes. Play along at home, please. Would you like me to go first?
Yes, please.
Okay,
Set the standard.
Went to Live Golf on Friday and then Friday night rolls around and guess what it was? It was the Fisher concert. I'm losing it.
Doesn't he have a good time and live in the moment?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was interesting. So he was can I say that?
Interesting.
He was up and about. Let's put it that way.
He was very up and about. He was really feeling the vibe of the day.
Like he ran onto the course and did a shoey with Cam Smith. Anyway, so I went along to the Fisher concert. Have to say, not really overly familiar with Fisher's work. A lot of young kids there, but got so caught up in the moment that my friend Shani and I headed down to the moshie pit right at the start. Yeah. And she's a very tall girl, my friend Shani. And so she's like, get on my shoulders. So hoisted me up and I was rocking out to Fisher in the mosh pit.
There you go.
Yeah.
Go, girls. So that was you on social media. It's just going, oh, you're slaying it, Fisher.
Slaying
pass me the vape. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. You're a fun mum, aren't you?
Oh, God. For 1 minute, I thought I was 18 again.
Well, there you go.
Pleasant. And then we come back to reality.
Shani, nay, Leighton.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely phenomenal athlete.
Unbelievable.
Not just netball, but footballer as well.
Yeah.
And I remember we were training together at one stage at this fitness facility on, I think it was OG Road.
Oh, yeah. That was a Fast
Twitch.
Yeah.
And watching Shani go about it, she's amazing.
She's a machine.
Yes, so strong.
Even like the first time I saw her and she gave me a hug, I was like, geez, those biceps aren't going anywhere, are they?
No.
She's a unit.
Unbelievable stuff.
That's why she can hoist me up over her shoulders.
Yeah, okay. All right, my story is, let's go back to, when was it? About 2012, I reckon, to Mexico for a mate's wedding.
We started God, what could possibly go wrong?
No, nothing. Very solid, wholesome experience until it wasn't. And then the night before the wedding, it was one of those weddings. I've been to a couple of weddings where they have the bucks party the night before.
Oh, don't do that.
When it's either interstate or in a different country. Yeah, no. It's so dangerous. Can you just turn up to the wedding? You're an absolute useless mess. So the night before, and I do remember this song playing. In Mexico, can you believe it?
Well,
yeah.
Wasn't Cuba, was it?
No, it certainly wasn't Cuba. And then moments later, I got arrested.
What?
Yeah, I got arrested. And I'm just going to wind back and peel back the curtains here. So, I was just going to say, I don't think I'm in trouble. Public urination on the beach.
Oh, no.
Yeah, bang, handcuffs.
So did they put you in a cell? What happened?
No, I had to go to the station
Yeah.
And then, would you believe it? So I forked out. It's just things just a little bit different over in Mexico, the way they go about things.
Yeah.
I forked out about 150 American.
Yep.
And then the next night, we met some locals.
Yes.
Some Mexican girls who explained to us if you had given them $5, they would have been happy.
Oh, my God.
$5 American.
Oh, no.
Forked out 150.
Oh, well done.
So there you go.
13, 24, 10. Which one of those stories is true?
Yeah, there's a message in all that.
Yeah.
And I think it is when you're bribing police, don't give them too much.
Yeah.
Maybe don't take a leak on the beach as well, but definitely don't give the police too much when you're trying to bribe them.
That's my key takeaway from all of that.
Is that what you got?
Just put it away when you're in public.
As in put your wallet away. Oh, no, yeah, okay, yeah, cool. All right, 2 stories, 1 truth, 1 lie. What have you got? 13, 24, 10, $100 Schnithouse voucher up for grabs. A couple of stories. One is a lie, one is the truth. Let's recap. What do you got, Joe?
Yes, so Friday night at Fisher at Live Golf, which is the greatest event on earth, up there on the shoulders of my friend Shani in the mosh pit.
Yeah.
Rocking out.
You can picture the girls too, can't you? Go off, Queens.
I just showed you a video of me and Sean's running down the golf course, down the fairway, and you're like, oh, God, look at you two, like a couple of 18-year-olds.
Well, so which makes the story so much more believable.
It does.
You've got video evidence, which you showed me, of you guys just really getting ready to cut sick at Fisher.
What about you?
So a wedding in Mexico in 2012, got arrested for just a bit of public urination, stock standard sort of procedure, on the beach. I swear they were hiding in the sand too, the cops.
And from what you've just told me during Ricky League, that wasn't the worst thing that happened over there.
No. All of my mates on that trip had a little turn with the police for different incidents. All managed to come through unscathed with just a few American dollars.
Well, at least it was the police and not the cartel, I have to say.
No. Thankfully, we're in the right parts of Mexico. So who do you reckon's telling a lie? Who do you reckon's telling the truth?
Let's go to Patrick from Salisbury. Good morning, Patrick.
Good morning, guys. I think Jodie's telling the truth because I don't believe anyone would give Hayesy a passport.
That makes so much sense.
So true. Patrick, that's the line of the morning, but I'm really disappointed to tell you that I was actually lying. I wasn't in the mosh pit.
I'm sorry, Patrick.
I was standing up the back, Patrick, going, I don't understand this Fisher bloke. What's the big go? That was me. Sorry, Patrick.
You're really annoyed, Patrick.
Sorry, Patrick.
That's
God, he really likes his schnitzels, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Nothing beats a cosy winter getaway or escaping to a tropical paradise.
If you're thinking about an early winter escape, whatif.com has just the place.
Check out great accommodation deals across Australia on the What If app.
What if it's Aussie for travel?
What a weekend it was.
Can I just say, the Live Golf at Grange is the best sporting event I've ever been to in my entire time on this planet.
Well, I mean, what have you been to? You've been to a couple of games out at the Ponderosa to watch the doggies get it done. You've been to a few Adelaide adrenaline games as well.
Shut up.
What sort of sporting events have you been to?
Well, no, you're setting me up here because I'll say it and then
Go
you'll
on,
go,
then.
ooh, la-di-da. I've been to Wimbledon.
Ooh, la-di-da.
I've been to the Oz Open. I've been to a few Ashes games.
Wow. Okay.
Far and away, this was just the vibe and the party atmosphere. And I was on the hole when the lesser Kepka hit that hole in one.
Brooks Kepka. Oh, no, it's his brother Jason.
Yeah.
Takes Kepka 12. The watering hole. He's posing.
Here we go.
You an ace on 12, and Chase Kepka has delivered.
Oh, that was unbelievable.
Well, I didn't see it. Do you know why? Because at that moment, we'd just arrived and my husband goes, I'm so hungry. I need to get something to eat. So we're lining up for food and then next minute, everyone's gone nuts. And I just looked at him and went, we just missed that hole in one because of your stomach.
Yeah, well, what's happening? Are they all following the crows? What's that noise? Did they all just see Darcy Fogarty's goal, did they?
Yeah, is that what that was?
Yeah.
No, it was unbelievable. The reception for Cam Smith when he walked up the greens was just like absolute rock star stuff.
It just looked ridiculous. Like the whole... I feel today, what about all the people nursing headaches?
Yep.
What about the grass on the 12th?
What about the what?
Who would have consumed so much beer over the weekend?
God, and did you know, like, I wasn't aware that the whole can throwing thing was a thing.
Yes.
And so the first day I went and people started pegging the players with, like, full bottles of water and stuff.
And there's Jodie.
Beer.
Stop that! Stop that! Security!
I literally was going all full Karen, like, why are they doing that? We look stupid. Like, Adelaide looks stupid on the world stage. Why are everyone throwing beer cans? But it was unbelievable. And then at the end of the day, just watching the players get mobbed by all those people. And we're watching it on TV, and next to me was Grant Stevens, the police commissioner. And all these cops were just getting swarmed. And I looked at Grant and I said, geez, they might need you out there. And he just looked and winked and he goes, they've got this. Let's just pull back the curtains here. Tom Rehn was supposed to join us for his weekly sports segment. Same time every week, Tom.
Yeah, they get to a point where you're like, you can't keep padding because we're just talking absolute rubbish.
Yeah.
So, yeah, to lift, what do they say? Draw the curtains back. That's the saying, isn't it?
You have so much trouble with that expression.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Pull
we're
them
just
back.
waiting for Tom to burst into the studio at any given point. EP Sean, did he say he was on his way?
Yes, he forgot and he was downstairs getting a coffee, but he said he was running straight back up.
Oh, my God.
Okay, great. Well, I'm going to press this anyway.
The Weekend Sports Wrap with Tom Rehn.
Just sort of gave ourselves an extra 6 seconds. But that didn't quite work, did it?
You know what we're going to do? We're going to talk about the T-Birds.
Oh,
'Cause
okay.
if
You know what?
in-
So when he gets here, we'll talk footy.
Yeah.
So you knock off your Thunderbirds
But if
chat
in
right
doubt, let's talk T-Birds.
now. Yeah.
Eleanor Cardwell, who is one of the best shooters on the planet, sunk a 2-point shot to win the game against the West Coast Fever last night, right? West Coast Fever, best side in the competition. We beat them.
Yeah.
So
So get excited, T-Birds fans.
it all... Okay.
What?
It all bodes well for
Yeah.
the finals for the T-Birds at the moment.
Certainly does. What an epic finish. And how beautiful, just on that as well, is the super goal, the concept of the super goal.
It's changed the game.
So what I didn't know as well is in netball, if it was a draw, it would be a draw.
Yeah,
There's no extra time or anything like that.
like dancing with your sister.
It's like dancing with your sister. I
Yeah.
still don't understand how that's got anything to do with the situation that happened with Thunderbirds where it was a
Because-
frantic finish.
Because no one's happy about it when you're dancing with your sister and not someone better.
Okay.
Right.
All right, I understand.
Yeah, very nice.
So there you go. Let's talk about the Crows.
Okay.
Got the job done against the Hawks and Tassie, which was always going to be tricky because no matter what their form is, the Hawks are solid when they play in Launceston.
Yeah, I think that prior to yesterday, only 1 in 6 they'd won down there. We were all watching it at the golf on someone's phone.
Yeah.
So it was like we had the golf going on out there and then we're all sitting around the phone watching the
Sports
Crows.
fest, wasn't it?
What did they win by 3 points in the end?
3 points. What about this clutch goal from Darcy Fogarty?
Darcy Fogarty starts outside the arena, casually goes back and kicks it absolutely pure from Darcy Fogarty. Crows in front.
Okay,
Seriously, it's a clutch moment.
round of applause isn't for Darcy Fogarty.
Yeah.
It's for Tom Rehn, who's just joined us in the studio.
This is what happens when you spend too much time at the watering hole.
Yes.
You end up getting too many waters.
All right, thanks for joining us, Rennie. It's Adelaide's Nova 99. It's Jodie and Hayesy. Good morning. We've just been talking, just a quick little Crows chat. It was an epic win, though, wasn't it? It was a situation where the Crows, Rennie, were put in a situation where it didn't look like they were going to win. They had to find something, and they found it. Even though it was against Hawthorn, it's tough in Tassie.
Ugly win. You know what it's like to get those, Hayesy. I just builds that confidence in the club. First time under Matty Nix, 4 in a row. And is he the best set shot in the competition, Darcy Fogarty? If not, he's very close. He's in the top 3.
And he's so beautiful. Like, he's got such
He's
beautiful
got
eyes. I've got a
piercing
real
eyes.
Yeah.
Darcy Fogarty thing going.
Well, speaking, this might sound sort of verged into an area of inappropriateness, but we were talking to Ryan Fitzgerald on Friday. Said he'd just like to nestle into Darcy and run his hands down his back.
Yeah.
Love that open honesty from Fitzy, but it's hard to disagree with him.
Well, I reckon he's on the cusp of taking that next step and being one of the elite forwards in the comp. So, good win for the Crows. Not their best ever in terms of the way it was played, but they got the result and they've got a poor record down there. So it was important.
Do you know what, Tom? 4 points are 4 points.
4 points are 4 points.
Oh, that's so true, Joe.
Isn't it? Isn't
That
it?
is so true, isn't it? Big test
We love the
next
cliches.
Sunday, don't we?
Oh, how good's that going to be in
Pies.
Collingwood?
Oh, my God.
Yeah, massive.
Is that here or there?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's going to be epic.
Let's talk about Port Adelaide. I reckon, I wonder what sort of side you could have pulled out there to beat West Coast at the moment. 25 players they had to pick from. They're just so injury ravaged. They got the job done, but unfortunately, there's a couple of negative things to come out of the game. Tom Jonas will miss next week. He's been given a 1-game ban for rough conduct. Not good to see as well. Yesterday, Tommy, Mitch Georgiades went down with a knee injury in the sample,
which is really disappointing. There's a lot of conjecture now about whether he's going to go back to Perth, and he just hasn't been able to get in the side. But we talk about tests now for Port St Kilda Friday night. They're top of the table. No one picked that at the start of the season, so a huge test. But again, it wasn't their best ever win. Port, they got it done, but I reckon they're going to have to raise their game to another level to match the Saints, who are the in-form and surprise team of the competition.
This is a bit random, but can the commentators stop talking over Never Tear Us Apart at the start of the game? Can they stop? I just want to hear it.
It's a great call. Yeah, it's the best pre-game, I think, in Australian sport.
Unbelievable.
Just let it go.
Let it go.
It's so good.
So this
great call. Sounds of the game, Jodie.
This is Karen Oddie going off. You missed it before, Tommy, but Joe just telling us how on the 12th she didn't know it was protocol almost to just go off and throw your drinks onto the course, so she was going around spraying everyone when they were going off.
What are you doing?
I was horrified.
Well, when that hole-in-one happened, I was inside getting a drink. I was at the party hole. I got the drink and I quickly went outside, threw it, and then went back and got another drink.
Hey, Tommy, question without notice as well. Selection-wise, there'll be no Todd Marshall. He's out with concussion. 50-50 whether Charlie Dixon plays, and of course no Tom Jonas now. They've got some moves to make the power.
Well, and Mitch Georgiades as well. You said, he goes down, so all of a sudden, what do they do? How do they make that work? Probably Scott Lycett comes back. Maybe Finlayson just plays more permanently up forward. That's one possibility for them. But they're going to have to, do a few things differently. What I do like, Hayesy, is that Darcy Byrne-Jones, Ken's been willing to throw the magnets around this season a bit. Ryan Burton drifted forward on the weekend as well. So they've tried a few different things, and it's working. So, yeah, it's the first time they've had a couple of injuries. They haven't had many in either of the Crows, for that matter. So it does happen, but thankfully not too serious. Hoping it's not that bad for Mitch, though, who you touched on.
What about the little debutante too on the weekend, little Ollie?
Ollie Lord looked good.
Ollie Lord does look okay, doesn't he? Yeah, and he can swing, both ways as well.
Oh, can he? What about football?
Yeah.
Hey, Rennie, thank you so much for your time this morning. Obviously, you're so busy, hence why you're late. Oh, that's right. No, you're getting a coffee. Great, awesome.
For no one else as well.
Adelaide's Jodie and Hayesy. Jodie and Hayes's Ask Us Anything.
You can get involved as well. Breakfast at nova919.com.au. Let's draw back and down the curtains.
Oh my God!
It's what you just do what you want with it.
Why is that expression so hard for you?
Because I think my brain's full.
Yep.
So if I want to put in new information, I've got to delete some old stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, get rid of some stuff, can you?
And there's a lot of basketball knowledge in there, and that ain't going anywhere. Useless facts from the NBA in the 90s.
I know, I'm bored already. Okay.
Producer Sean, there he is.
Morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. I'm still trying to work out, pull down the back curtains.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Over and back and around and
Sure.
reach for the stars, all that kind of jazz.
Maybe just open up the Venetian blinds.
Yeah, that'll do.
Is everyone okay in there this morning?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Do you know what? It just sort of feels like everyone's experiencing a little bit of fogginess because it was a pretty solid weekend.
Too many waters at the watering hole, it seems.
Just hanging out with the grass. Hanging out with the grass on the 12th.
Yep.
Just getting sprayed with beer.
All right.
Are we going to play this or what are we
Yes,
doing?
we are. On to our first question from Joey from Kilburn.
Hey, Joey.
What is the first thing you think about each morning?
Ooh.
And you don't have to say me, it's okay.
No, I don't. Where am I is the first thing I think because... No,
Hopefully your bed.
there's an explanation because at any given time I can have 3 children, 2 children, 1 children and a dog in my actual bed.
Yeah.
So then at some stage during the night I'll have to get up and go and find another single bed or a double bed or, you know what I mean? Go and sleep in the kids' beds. So that's my first thought.
You could be anywhere. You could be anywhere in the house.
Anywhere in the house.
Yes. Yep.
Not anywhere outside, Andrew.
Yep. Okay, that's good. Where am I? Oh, why am I seeing the stars? That's strange. My first
Why
thought
am I
is...
in Hindmarsh Square?
Immediately when I wake up, it is, look, you only get one chance at this thing called life. So just get up and grip it and rip it. Take every day and live every day like it's your last.
Oh my God, have you been talking to Abby?
Grip it and rip it.
Rip it and
Wow.
rip it. There's a theme this morning, isn't there?
Isn't it?
Yeah, that's probably more realistic too, the little grip it and rip it line. But No, do you know what? My immediate thoughts are always sport related, which is really, really, strange.
Yeah.
And if there's overnight sport that's happening, particularly right now in the middle of the NBA playoffs.
Yep.
There's a game that's happening. I don't think about my kids, my wife, or anything important. Oh, God. How are the Lakers going?
Oh, God. How many points did James Harden shoot?
Yes.
That's the first thing you think of is sport.
What's LeBron on? Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay.
Here's simple minds, simple pleasures. Jodes, grip it, rip it.
On to our second question before we continue with that one. Kat from Bedford Park. Which actor or actress do you hate to watch in any movie? So your worst actor or actress.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to say John Travolta.
Oh.
You haven't been the same since Mike died. Hiding behind someone else's face. Hoping you wouldn't feel the pain while we're talking. Do you have protection?
You didn't. Whoa. Okay.
Hey.
What? You didn't like John Travolta in Face Off?
I don't. I just find him creepy. I don't know why.
His face off. I know that was Nicolas Cage's bit, but still, great movie.
Yeah, no, I think it all started back in Greece when he was just like, he took Sandy to the drive-in and was trying to like crap onto her and touch her and stuff, and I just thought...
You got alarm bells there?
Yeah, I was like...
Red flags?
Put your hands away, mate. She clearly is not into it, so... You know, that's where it all started. I just think he's a bit pervy.
Probably a sign that he's a really good actor.
Thank you, Abby.
Genuinely believe. Really, Abby? No,
yeah,
good.
a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a different time.
It's always a different time with you.
It's a different time. What do you mean? That was 15 minutes ago. It was a different time.
All right, what's yours?
Oh, for me, it's got to be Paris Hilton.
For years now, I've been wandering, hungry, scared, scrounging for scraps, so not sexy.
See, the thing about this is I thought, you know what, Paris Hilton for me, worst actor. And then I started doing some research and I'm like, actually, I think I'm back on her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because she knows her character. There's not much going on. She plays it well.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know she did movies.
I didn't know she did
researched.
movies either.
Yeah, I would say Paris Hilton or Elvis Presley. Elvis did a lot of movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you not like Elvis?
No, he's a better singer than actor.
It's very unpopular
Bless him.
opinion. Okay. Righto, what else?
Oh, sorry, everybody. Didn't know we were all Elvis acting fans.
Famous people in the world, but that's okay. Our third and final question is from Matt from McGill. Who is your last text to and what did it say?
Yes. Okay, I'll fill this one first. And this will go back to the original thought of sports always in the mind.
Yeah.
So my last text was to a mate who I go to the gym with, and it reads, "Cop that, Brooks, you knob. Don't mess with LeBron." LeBron James v Dylan Brooks.
Yeah, I got it.
A bit of talk before Game 3, and then LeBron got his revenge.
Yeah. Well,
so there you go.
Now, Jodes, don't delete any messages.
No, mine was to my husband, and it was last night, and we spent the day at Live, right?
Yeah.
And it was also our 12th wedding anniversary.
Oh, congratulations. That's nice.
So I said, thanks for a romantic anniversary, to which he wrote, "You wouldn't let me play golf, so I took you instead."
Works.
The biggest breaking story this town has ever seen is huge. I just got valuable info. This is so juicy. Jodies Juice.
Very sad news with Barry Humphries passing away yesterday. He's had a long-standing relationship with Adelaide. He was, of course, the festival director for a little while. I remember seeing him. He came to one of the Press Club Awards, and he stood up on stage and he said, in character, he said, "I'd like to thank the traditional owners of the land, the Polites."
Right, yep, okay.
But yes, he had this to say about Adelaide as well.
I love Adelaide. You know that, don't you? Of course, I've always loved country people. And you know, I have, and I just hope you never become sophisticated possums. I hope not. And something tells me there's very little chance of that.
Everyone's like, yeah, he's smashing us.
Emily Ratajkowski, the supermodel, has opened up about that kiss with Harry Styles. You might remember they were macking on behind some sort of van not long ago. Where was that? Was that in Paris or something?
Oh, I don't know. It seemed like it was behind some sort of back alley and just two teenagers going at it. That's what it looked like it would have sounded like.
Yeah. She said it was very bizarre having my private moment blown up on the internet. She said she was in a 3-year relationship, then a 4-year relationship, and this is the first time she's been single in a very long time.
So what she's saying is she went nuts.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm sorry, Em. I don't feel sorry.
She got sick.
No.
she was doing.
I don't feel sorry for you, Em. Like, you're not going to struggle. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find myself, and who would have thought in this process of really trying to discover my roots, there's a few blokes who are interested. One of them being Harry Styles.
Yeah, very nice.
Good for you, Em.
Kim Kardashian got serenaded by Usher at his concert. Let's have a listen to that, please.
Just sort of wonder what sort of response you're going to get out of Kim K during all that, because they seem quite expressionless girls.
The Kardashians.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when you've had enough injectables, mate.
Well, that's
it's very hard to see if Kim's happy,
Makes it tough,
surprised,
doesn't it?
sad, disappointed. Who's to say? And Coachella over the weekend, which is just where all the cool people wear really cool stuff and go and watch concerts. Sia hit the stage, and Zendaya performed live for the first time in about...
my very goodness. Who the hell is Zendaya?
Who is...
Oh my God! Are you combining Zendaya and Tanya Zayeta? Is that what you just did then? Is that the product of those two having a baby?
I don't know what I just did, but I'm waiting for Abby from the newsroom to weigh in because she'll have something to say about this.
Yeah, Abby, can you confirm, is it Zendaya or Zendanya? We're just trying to clear this up.
Zendaya. Say it quickly. Say it quickly and with confidence, and no one will know.
Okay, then. Zendaya was at Coachella. Nah, still doesn't work.
But hang on, Coachella, the big thing. Actually, Coachella I struggle with.
Yeah.
But Blink 182. Hello.
Oh, I know.
Let's relive that.
All the small things.
Good.
Yeah. Well, we got some of Tanya Zayeta there.
Zendaya.
I just want to say thank you again for such a magical, beautiful night. Thank you to Lab for inviting me and making all this happen so last minute. Thank you.
She's incredible.
Yeah.
Zendaya.
Thank you so much for your support for Who Dares Wins.
Yes. Well done, Tanya.
Doc, are you telling me you built a time machine?
Hazy's on Miss Daysey.
Sometimes on a Monday, you sit there and you go, wow, my head is so foggy. How could I possibly put so much information into it when I put so many beers into it on the weekend? Well, you know what? Let's start again. Let's refresh. And let's get knowledgeable, folks.
Okay.
24th of April, 1982. Let's start with Kelly Clarkson. She was born in Burleson, Texas. Today's her 41st birthday. What happened there?
Oh, I think that's the beers that you had on the weekend.
Oh, this is quite serious. I think I'm having a stroke. 41st birthday. Wowee. 1978, Cold Chisel released their self-titled debut album. Question without notice. Favourite Chisel song?
It has to be Flame Trees.
Go on then.
Oh, the flame trees will blind the weary driver, and there's nothing else that set fire to his town. There's no change, there's no place, everything within its place, and it's harder to believe she won't be.
I just faded you out.
Fade me.
I was going to go with Shipping Steel. 1986, Crocodile Dundee was released in Australia. It went on to become Australia's highest grossing movie.
Give him your wallet. What for?
He's got a knife.
That's not a knife. That's a knife.
Wasn't that just iconic? That's not a knife. This is a knife.
But you watch it back now and you go, geez, that's pretty shitty acting.
Yeah, you go, geez, it's pretty lame, wasn't it? Yeah, wow.
Wow, geez, that crocodile really came from nowhere.
Yeah, well, I didn't see that coming.
Oh, no one saw when you'd squat by a creek in the Northern Territory that a croc might come from nowhere.
Yeah.
Jesus. Watch out!
Are they real crocs? 2018, Ed Sheeran's Divide is the best-selling album of 2017, selling 6.1 million copies, according to IFPI. Of course, what was launched from that was the A-Team and some of these other absolute bangers. Gorgeous music.
Yeah, beautiful.
Oh, and what happened was music gave birth to an absolute icon. 1973 as well.
Sachin Tendulkar
was born in Mumbai, India. Today is his 50th birthday. It just doesn't get old, does it?
Sachin Tendulkar.
Oh dear, that of course for the uninitiated who must have just joined this program, clearly. That was Donald Trump.
Yes, had a little rally.
Trying to announce the biggest cricketer on the planet.
Trying to get in the pockets of about 1 billion Indians by saying Virat Kohli and Sachin Tendulkar. Didn't quite work. Number 1 song, April 24, 2002. The Middle by Jimmy Eat World. Good song.
Oh my God, one of my favourites of all time. And I just thought of another Cold Chisel one. Cheap wine and a 3-day groat. Do you know what I'm standing here doing? I'm standing here picturing you in a pair of fishnets. That's what I'm doing.
Is that what you do most mornings?
Most mornings.
Wow.
If not every morning.
Yeah.
No,
What a sight.
I've got a little challenge for you because what's your biggest fear in this world?
Well, we did mention this. Drop bears, of course. Spiders, like big spiders. Like the ones out of Jumanji.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. Spiders as big as dogs.
Yeah.
Yeah. And singing.
I don't know.
And specifically singing to those spiders. Because that's what makes them bite aggressively.
Right, okay.
But more so singing in front of people.
What about dancing in front of people?
Oh, yuck. That's not an option.
Yeah, because I just, as a general rule, when you start dancing in front of people, that's time for you to go home and go no-nos.
That means I've been drinking irresponsibly.
So I've got a little challenge for you if you're up for it. What I would like for you to do this Friday night at the Festival Centre, you and I are going to perform the Time Warp in front of several thousand people for the Rocky Horror Show.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, that's pretty stock standard Friday for us, isn't
Righto,
it?
that was easy.
How does this, what are the mechanics of this?
So, it's just a jump to the left and a step to the right. That's how it goes. So this is so easy because all the instructions are in the lyrics.
Right.
So it's the easiest dance you will ever perform.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, you are performing it in front of a lot of people.
What if you can't dance at all? What if you're like a genuinely fresh newborn giraffe with your limbs?
Is that how you dance?
Yeah.
Just like all gangly legs and arms?
Yeah, it's really Peter Garrett-like.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Now, come to think of it, I don't think I've ever seen you dance, so this is going to be an interesting challenge.
Oh, great.
So-
Hey, you want to see me drink 30 beers, do you?
So what we did the other day, we caught up with Miff Warhurst, who is the narrator, and also Richard O'Brien, who starred in the original, and this is what they had to say.
What about makeup? How dramatic do we go with the makeup?
Oh, go, you can do whatever you want. Do whatever you want, truthfully. I mean, you're there to have a good time.
Okay.
That's all you're here for, just to have a good time.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
And we can keep the makeup on.
Oh, sure. You'll be a hit on the box.
Now, is this dance complicated?
This dance is complicated.
Is it?
Very complicated.
Is it?
Step to the left, step to the right. No, come on.
I've got to say, when I first learnt it, I mean, I knew it. I've known it all my life because we grew up doing it. Yeah. But I had never done it sober, I realised. Yeah. So when you actually have to do it, I struggled with that.
You're going to have a wee baby before you go.
Just a jump to the left.
Well, guys, thank you so much for the advice. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, guys. See, there you go. Miff gets it. Not really a sober dancer.
No, no. So are you up for the challenge, Andrew Hayes?
Yeah, I'm up for anything just once.
Okay. And if you would like to come and watch us do the said Time Warp, you've just got to keep on us all week and you can win your way there or download the Nova Player app now and register for your chance to win Richard O'Brien's Rocky Horror Show. They are celebrating 50 outrageous years now performing at the Adelaide Festival Centre. Tickets through rockyhorror.com.au. Let's get amongst it.
Should we get you there right now? 13/24/10. First tickets up for grabs this morning.
It's exciting.
To see an absolute mutant trying to dance. That'll do it for us. It's been a big show.
I made my kids apologise to me the other day and each other because they were fighting so much during the school holidays. And one of them wrote me a note. I might read it out for you tomorrow.
Right.
It was interesting. She did an acronym. Is that what they're called for my name? So J. Joyful. Oh,
no.
I'll read the full one out for you tomorrow.
Jay, jeez, sorry about that, Mum.
Oh my God, we're so naughty.
oh my God, we've been so shit. Oh, anyway, it's Anzac Day tomorrow as well, so whatever you're up to, absolutely, it's a good time to reflect and pay respect to those who have served and are still serving. So it's the first chance I'll have for the last 4 years to probably go to a service.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
It's just whether or not we can route up the kids and get them along as well.
What time would you have to wake them up to get to the dawn service?
Well, that'll be tomorrow morning with Lottie and Henry finally sleep in past 5 o'clock.
Yes, it'll be the one morning of the year.
But we could get to West Croydon.
Okay.
5:30, get there for a 6 o'clock start.
Right, okay.
You?
It's a nice thing to do with your kids.
It is. Easy said than done.
Yeah. We'll see how we go.
Yes. Ricky Lee is going to join us on Wednesday as well.
Yes, absolutely.
All right.
Another chance to get on the standby list for Lizzo as well.
Have a fantastic Monday. We'll catch you really soon.
Adelaide's Jodie and Hayesy.